Hi Aries, it's Leonora. This is Soul Searching Tarot. Just have her here. Yes, welcome Aries. Hi, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a while. Last time I was talking about Aries on my channel was about Chiron being in Aries. And I did a reading. I did speak a little bit about your sign. I gave you some insight, some information about your zodiac sign, Aries, the first house, the baby of the zodiac. And so right now I am going to do a reading. So no insight and information about you. However, I do want to do that again. I've come to find out that people are more interested on the insight and information of the zodiac sign. And God, listen, when I do it, I'm literally scraping the surface. So, you know, I plan to do a lot of these videos all over again. I came full circle, and Aries, you were my second zodiac sign that I read for when I opened up this platform. So, you know, I just did Leo, in case anyone was wondering. Leo I read for, and I did their insight and information. And now I'm just going to do your reading, but I will get back and give you some more insight and information on you, Aries, okay? For some reason, I'm doing the opposite this time. I mean, I gave you a little bit of information about yourself. I know that, you know, what I could say is that right now it's October 29th, 2019. We have a lot of scorpionic energy in the universe, as well as Saturn in its home sign. So there is going to be some pivotal moments, life-changing moments. If you have not experienced these moments this year, you will soon. But I almost feel that you have, Aries. I like to meditate on my signs before I move on to a reading or insight, because I just want to get your energy. You know, whatever sign I'm reading for or talking about. In Aries, I kind of got the feeling that you are going through some, if not traumatic events. And when I mean traumatic, I mean like, you know, we all have a certain age where we have to make life-changing decisions. I mean, like life-changing decisions. And sometimes we have no choice. Life-changing decisions just walks upon our door, our front door, and says, hey, we're about to change your life. And we have to accept it. We have no choice. And because of the scorpionic energy that's ruled by your planet, it is co-ruled by your planet, Aries, Mars, this can affect you. So I really am excited to do this reading. I hope that it resonates with you. It is just a general reading. So let me know in the comments if it resonates. I do have private readings available at the moment. I'm about to start charging starting November, $22.22. Okay, I'm just trying to finish up the contract as far as the account, because I don't want to use PayPal. So, you know, we'll figure it out. Just email me if you want a private reading, okay? All right, let's get started. So I'm using three different tarot decks, okay? I'm gonna start with the Animal Tarot. Usually I don't start with the Animal Tarot, but these cards have been shuffled. And they were talking to me. For some reason, I want to start with the Oracle cards today and clarify it with my Native American tarot deck and my new Mythic, which I do incorporate. I incorporate both those decks together, okay? So for anyone who's asking what came out, the renewal card in the Animal Tarot deck, okay? I will show you the cards. I'm just shuffling them little by little, okay? Be patient. Be patient. Hold on a second. There's notebooks that I want to... There's a notebook that I want to take out that has to do with my animal tarot decks. They're pretty much like kind of non-traditional, but not really. They're the oracle cards are oracle cards. They're messages that they have for you, Aries. But then I'll clarify them, okay? Like I said, the other card that came out is the Queen of Spring. So the Queen of Spring is actually the Queen of Wands, which is you, Aries. But it started with the Major Arcana, which is Judgment, okay? In case anybody was wondering what renewal is. All right, let's see what else comes out. You want to come out? Yes, okay. All right, I'm going to stop there. All right, so I have the Judgment card. This is how it looks like in my animal tarot. Look at these cute little raccoons, but look at their sad eyes. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. This is a message. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you are on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. That's kind of the energy that I was kind of feeling for you guys. I will clarify that, okay? I was eating Skittles. I probably have Skittles all over my mouth. Okay, so the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands in the Animal Tarot. So it does represent Aries, okay? It's not a major arcana, but the fact that the Judgment was the first card to come out, I could sense it's going to be an interesting reading for you, Aries. It says, don't estimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it all. I'll read it again because I don't have my glasses. I could read. I could read. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. So it sounds like you have a lot of responsibility going on in Aries. You may have your head pretty occupied, probably not sleeping at night, some type of anxiety, if not depression, worst case scenario, because the Nine of Winter came out next, which is a Nine of Swords. It says, your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives powers to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. Interesting. Interesting that the Judgment card came out. Interesting that your card, Aries, came out. And the fact that I was kind of channeling some type of life-changing moment. God, it doesn't get any life-changing than the Judgment, you know? The Tower, that's another life-changing card. And so is the World. Yeah. All right. All right, so let's clarify Judgment. Let's see what it is that you have to clarify about your life purpose and change. Oh gosh, I feel like 1,000 cards just came out. Am I taking all of these? Okay. If Spirit tells me not to take it, I'm not going to take it. Yes, I do hear spirits in my head. They're the one that are giving you the message, by the way. I just happen to have the ability. Okay. All right, you ready for this? Same amount of cards came out anyway. maybe two less. All right, so for the Judgment card, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is another worry card. I'm gonna, wow, the Queen of Wands came out again. Your card, Aries. This is some significant shit. Three of Wands. And then the Ten of Cups. Now remember, I'm using both the New Mythic and the Native American Tarot deck to clarify your oracles, okay? All right, so you're gonna have to give me a moment. It looks like you actually are trying to defeat whatever it is that is bringing you down. Now, this could be a person. It can be your job. It could be financial matters. You are trying your best, and that's very Aries like, and it's not surprised that the Queen of Wands came out twice, because Aries, you are known to take action. You're not there to sit back and be like, oh, what should I do? You know, like, you're very action orientated, and you can't just sit back and just let it unfold. You need to take action. And so I feel like that's something you're doing. I don't know yet if this has to do with your career, financial matters, or relationship. We'll figure this out. It is heading towards a relationship situationship. But whatever it is, you have been waiting for a long time. And I feel like the Judgment card is here, which is Pluto. Pluto, by the way, is in Capricorn. It is very close to us as far as transiting around the sun. You know, Pluto, let's not forget, is like way out there in the universe. And right now, Pluto is retrograding and transiting and directing very close to planet Earth. But whatever it is that you're looking for, it looks like you're looking for a home, family, or a stable career. I don't see stable career, I'll tell you the truth. I do see some type of anxiety with love. Now, it could mean financial matters as well. The Queen of Wands, she's like the badass. Well, one of my badass queens. They're all badass queens, but Queen of Wands, she is very independent. She don't need nobody. Now, I don't want you to take it as, you know, because she's a queen, I'm only talking to women. With tarot cards, folks, energy is interchangeable, meaning it doesn't matter what sex you are. Also, if I'm not talking about you, I could be talking about someone close to you that you know, that's, you know, that you know, so it could be interchangeable. That's what I mean by interchangeable. But this person here is very independent. Doesn't really need nobody. Look at her with her lioness. I'm sort of kind of feeling from this card, Aries, that just please look at this lioness. She don't look too friendly. This queen has her as a pet. Look how she has that leash around her. But it looks like you're not happy. Who are you angry with? I think maybe you're just upset that it's taking long for you to get your you know, the fruits of life, you know, and then that could be a relationship, it could be finance, it could be a home, a family, you know, and I think you just don't have time for anything else. Like you're very one-minded focus at this point, you know, and that's what you've been waiting for, your Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, you know, like you see how this badge is going straight up, like you're trying to go straight up, you're not trying to descend. You're trying to go straight up and shoot straight up and succeed in whatever it is that you want to succeed. And with the Judgment card here, it's telling me, yeah, you need some, okay. All right, I get it. Thank you, Spirit. There's some type of transformation that you need to acknowledge. Not surprising. I was talking about the Pluto card. Pluto is all about transformation. See this little butterfly right there? There's something that either you have acknowledged and not really trying to move on and get it or proceed with it or something of that sort. It's almost like you're stagnating yourself. But I feel like there's this other side of you, Aries, where you're just tired. You're just not waiting anymore. It's like you're almost actually upset with yourself. I want to say that this lioness that you see here is pretty much upset with him or herself. You know what I mean? Like, you're just tired of waiting for the fruits of life. And I don't know what that means to you, okay? It could be whatever, you know, whatever it is that you want. A family, a life with husband. It's almost like it's in reach, but you're like upset with yourself. Because I have the Lovers. And the Lovers represent, and by the way, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Remember I was talking about all the Scorpionic energy? Gemini, the bottom of the deck, I always like to read the bottom of the deck just to get a clear picture of the spread, but Gemini card, the Lovers, I'm trying to see if this is a relationship for you, and I'm kind of heading towards that way. I know it's a general reading, but I can't tell what's going to come out of these cards, okay? All right, let's move on. Let's see what the Queen of Wands, the Persian cat, all right, says, don't underestimate your ability to manifest. Law of attraction, you know? But it looks like you have a lot on your plate as well, Aries. I could see that you have a lot on your plates. I'm looking at this Persian cat, and look how like you may have children, you know, 1, 2 kids specifically. I see the sunflower there, which does, sun represents children. So I guess, you know, whether you have children or you know, maybe your job is your child, you know, you might have had children from a past relationship or a child from a past relationship, but whatever it is, it may have to do with little ones. And that may be the responsibility that you're holding on to. Oh, goodness gracious. The cards are just vomiting here. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. All right. I have the 4 swords that came out, the 6 of wands, the 2 of cups, the page of swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. All right. So to clarify, the Queen of Spring, which is a Queen of Wands, which represents talent, beauty, independent, charming. Remember, I did say all those things about the Queen of Wands. It's the Queen of Wands. The Four Swords. I just feel like you're just tired of you're just so tired of contemplating. Like it looks like you went over and over in your head about what you're going to do next. Should I make this move or should I not? Should I take this path or should I not? Should I take, this relationship back or should I not? You're literally like, you see how this person's meditating? Like this was you in the past few months or so. You're not like this anymore. I'm reading it in the reverse. Now, folks, if you're new to tarot, some readers will read cards in the reverse. I happen not to read my animal tarot cards and my new mythic with my Native American in the reverse. However, I will feel the energy if it's in the reverse. And I feel that the Four Swords is in the reverse. Which means you are, like I said, ready to take action. You're ready to break free. You see how this little boy is, and you're let me tell you something. The Judgment card here, the Judgment is pretty much the justice that you need, that you deserve, that you've been waiting for, whether it's good or bad. I sense that it's good for you, Aries. You're trying to break free from your mental agony. I feel like you're doing this to yourself. I feel like you're angry at yourself. I feel like you've been the one that's been making things just stagnate, or maybe not. Okay, I could be wrong. Maybe you're just like waiting and trying to figure out, if you should just move on. But the Six of Wands tells me, I have the Six of Wands here, which is a fire energy, which represents you, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You may be dealing with another fire sign. I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing with another fire sign. But it doesn't have to be. Yeah, you just want victory. You want what you manifested. You do have dreams. And again, I got the Two of Cups. It could be a relationship for a lot of you. Two of Cups is soulmate energy. Her back is turned to this angel, though. I feel like you've been ignoring a lot of your intuition. And instead, this is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, looks like you've done a lot of research and planning. You're just tired of the research and planning and the little, the little, God, what am I trying to say? Just as the way the system works, if it's a job that you're looking for, changing careers, maybe I feel like this is all about being impatient. You have done your research. You have been planning. You have been you have been waiting patiently, waiting. But at this point, you don't want to wait anymore. You're almost to the point where you really want to take action. You're tired of you want action. You're not seeing it, Aries. You want some type of results and you're not seeing it. You could want to, you could want a higher pay at your job, or if you're thinking about your own endeavor, as far as maybe an entrepreneurship, selling products or services, whatever the case may be. Interesting. All right, I still don't know if this has to do with a relationship or not, but you know what? It doesn't matter because you know your life more than I do. It's still the same no matter what. Whether you're searching for a relationship or you're trying to figure out how a relationship should work out, if you are in a career that you want to either make more money, expand yourself, you probably went back to school to make more money so that you can expand yourself as far as your career. But you could also, as far as a relationship is concerned, folks, you do want to win. You're trying everything you can, but listen, I feel like Spirit's telling me that you should really listen to your intuition because that's something that you're not listening to. You're angry at yourself. Stop being angry at yourself. Stop, pouting. And I mean that in a nice way. Stop being in your head is what I really want to say. Because the next card is the Nine of Winter, which is the Nine of Swords, right? Nine of Swords is worries. Worries that are not real, Aries. Let's see what this has to say. And you know what? I'm not saying that your worries are real or not real. Just, yes, of course, we all worry. Geez, gosh, I just was worrying just a few hours ago. My weekend just kind of threw me for a loop. I was all like zen for like weeks. I'm like, this is my goal right here. And all of a sudden, my weekend threw me for a loop. Can I share with you guys? Can I share what the heck happened to me? I'm pretty much like kind of single, When I say kind of, I'm like, I'm open to a relationship, but oh shoot. Spirit wants me to take all these cards. Okay. And so, is it because I started talking about my life? Okay, interesting, because the Emperor came out before and I didn't take it. This is a lot of cards, Spirit. Oh my God, guys. Let's just stop talking about my life. But there's a lot of repeated cards here. That's why I'm laughing more than anything. I'm sorry. All right. Let's concentrate here. Yeah, this has to do with a relationship. But it could be a career. Because you got 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles can mean stable family. Maybe that's what you're wishing for. Maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe you think that the stability that you have with your family, it's not going to work out. But with the fact that the Two of Cups came out again, it's just screaming for a relationship. Like, I feel like this is a relationship reading, but that's okay. The Emperor came out twice. I saw it before when I was shuffling. So let's start with the beginning. So this is clarifying the stress card. right? So we have the Nine of Wands with the Fool. You do definitely want to fight for a new beginning. You do want to change your life. There is no question about it. That is what you want. Got the Nine of Wands. You're very defensive about what you want, trying to protect, about what you're trying to pretty much attain. And that's the Fool card, which is the Uranus card, but it also could represent Aries. Aries, you're all over this reading. It's not even funny. Look at you running for the goal. Then I have the Emperor with the Judgment. So again, another Aries card. Some people also represent, they say Aries. The Emperor can, the Emperor is a fire sign, and it does represent you, Aries, but it could mean any fire sign. Some people also affiliate the sign with Taurus, so you may be dealing with a Taurus, or you may have Taurus in your chart. You may have a lot of Aries in your chart. You can have Scorpio in your chart, or Capricorn. What does this tell me? This tells me so the Judgment card, the Judgment card did come out twice, right? On the Oracle card, and so we have the Judgment here that came out. So in between, the Judgment card is in between two cards, right? Judgment card, you already know that represents Pluto. The Judgment card is in between these two cards. The Emperor in my new Mythic card, and the Emperor in my Native American card. This is you, Aries. The Emperor is you. Now this is going into business. But it could also mean a husband or a wife. Like I said, there's no sex boundaries here. It's all energy. I feel like you're going through it's come to a point, Aries, that I'm honestly feel like I'm reading for both your career and your relationship. I feel like this is what's worrying you. And I don't think you have a priority, you know what I mean? Which is fine. You're like, if my career comes first, my career comes first. If my relationship comes first, it comes first. It's not like you have a priority. Like, I know that what you want is a stable life, a 10 of Pentacles life, a 10 of Cups. So the fact that I have 10, which is basically, if you add it up, it's 20, which means the Judgment. But it also means the end. Like you're trying to reach the end of just basically just trying to reach that goal of having a great career with a family. I feel like this is what you're trying to achieve. Both. You're actually achieving, no wonder I'm like all over the place. You're trying to achieve both. Now, the interesting fact is that I had the Nine of Swords come out again. This is a lot of repeating cards. Nine of Swords, I said it had to do with worry and stuff like that. Look at this guy. You can't take it anymore. You're letting your worries get the best of you. You're letting your frustrations get the best of you. And Spirit wants to tell you, folks, I would look at, if you know your birth chart, and I'll leave the link as far as attaining your birth chart. You definitely need to know your date of birth, where you were born. Time helps. If you don't know the time, just click on knowing. Know where your Pluto is, as well as your Venus and your Jupiter. Venus represents the wife or relationship you're trying to attain. It's your passion. Jupiter is in its home sign right now of Sagittarius. It's a planet of good fortune, good luck. See what sign it falls on, because the planet affects the sign. And see where your Pluto is at. I don't think it has a lot to do with Pluto. I'm saying that because there's a lot of scorpionic energy. But because there's a lot of scorpionic energy and Pluto is like literally around the corner from the Earth, see where that's at. Because I know that my Pluto is in Libra. And Libra is all about interpersonal relationships. And I have zilch. But the funny thing is that I have amazing interpersonal relationships with that has nothing to do with lovers. You know, I'm meeting great people. I have amazing friends, great support system. But my love life, well, yeah, my Pluto's in Libra. Not surprising. So there's another 10 here. All right, so I have the 9 of Swords with the King of Cups, with the 10 of Wands, and with the Devil. That's why I wanted you to see if you have Capricorn in your chart, or see where at least see where Saturn is, because Saturn is also in its home sign of Capricorn. I hope you're taking notes. But this is all, you know, it has to do with your birth chart. You know, if you're trying to fit, let me tell you something. Tarot card reading, I could sit here and read tarot card to you all day, but your birth chart is already telling you what's going on. That's how powerful birth charts are. Pay those few $100s for an astrologer, sit down with them, and they will tell you your journey in life and what's going on and why you took this path instead of this path, and why you're waiting too long instead of rushing things, or maybe rushing things and not, you know, being patient. You know, it's all in your birth chart. You know, why is your relationship taking longer, or why you haven't met the right one yet? That's all in your birth chart, you know? So when I say to look at your Venus and Jupiter, it is, you know, Venus is the wife, Jupiter is the husband. If you're looking for a relationship, see what planet, what sign it falls in, and see what's going on. But those planets mean a lot more than that, okay? But you don't have to. You could just listen to me all day. All right, so the last spread here. I feel like you lost a relationship, though. Or about to lose a relationship. It could have been a relationship that was pretty toxic in a way. And that could mean anything to you. It could have been somebody that drank too much, maybe too possessive, jealous. I sense a lot of jealousy. I feel like this person that you were with, even though they made you happy at one point, Aries, I think it was just too much, you know, competition, jealousy, burden for you. And so when I see the 2 of Cups again with the 10 of Pentacles, I see that you may not be focused in relationship. That could be one story. You're more focused on the stability of your life. How to gain stability in your life. You see how this duck is all by its lonely self. I don't need nobody, you know. Meanwhile, it's the 2 of Cups, right? Very different from this 2 of Cups, but This Two of Cups is also, it's very different images for a lot of tarot decks. But in the end, the Two of Cups is the same representation. It's a soulmate, you know? I read this Two of Cups as like not listening to your intuition. I think you should listen more to your intuition. I feel like you already know what to do, Aries. Just do it. Yeah. I don't know if you see it here. See this little image here? These two couple. This one couple, I should say. See how this person is looking? Like, well, not this person. It's actually a duck. But see how, look how mean. It's almost like you really disliked the relationship. You really don't want to go back to this relationship. Yeah, I don't sense a third party here though, Aries, but if you're going through a third party, it could mean someone being jealous of your relationship with your significant other. But I just I'm reading it as, you know, they could be jealous of the stability and relationship you have with your partner, but I'm also reading it as, you don't need nobody. For you, it's going to be all about, you know, the Benjamins and your career. But I'm also reading it as a longing for a soulmate, a longing to have that stable home and a happy family. No, that Ten of Cups, remember? All right, I'm gonna end the reading there. So just to read, because I like to read the bottom of the deck. I'm sure I told you that before. If not, I like to read the bottom of the deck because it kind of finishes up the story for me. But the Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which Nine of Pentacles in the traditional tarot is a person that's single. The Queen of Wands, remember this Queen of Wands? Single, intelligent, independent, charming, talented, doesn't need anybody. And the Nine of Pentacles is sort of the same. I know you see a lot of fire here. I just feel like this is your energy inside, Aries. You could be single and whatever the case may be, but whatever you're frustrated at, could be at this King of Wands, because now we have a pair, King of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So it could be a soulmate that you're upset with. And you're not trying to, I feel like you're not really trying to start a new beginning. Judgment again. The fucking judgment keeps coming out for you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to curb my cursing nowadays, but it's so difficult. I used to be so good at it. All right. Yeah, I do see a new beginning though, folks. I see you do work. I see that you are going to be working hard on your craft, your entrepreneur, your endeavor, your schooling. You're going to be walking away, and you're going to be in your power. I mean, the Emperor. I see the Emperor again. I could see why you're up at night worrying. This makes sense now. You don't know which direction to go to. Let's pull one more. I'm going to pull one more oracle card. I wanted to do that anyway, but for some reason I stopped there. I'm going to pull one more oracle card. I'm really going to give you, I don't want to leave the reading there for you folks, because I'm not happy with it. Because I could see why you're worrying so much. We've got the 8 and the 9 of Swords here. And so if I see another Judgment card, I'm going to flip out. But, you know, the fact that Judgment card is here. So Scorpio, Aries represents, you know, it's actually, if it could be represented as a fire sign, which is you, Aries. You are a fire sign. But it it rules Scorpio, and we have the sun in Scorpio. We have the new moon that just is about to wane and leave Scorpio, you know. We have Mercury in Scorpio. There's one more planet in Scorpio. I want to say Mars. But there's a lot of scorpionic energy, along with Pluto in Capricorn that's been around for years now. But those are two dark energies. But it has its good side, as far as income. So I don't think you'll have any problems with income. I think you'll be fine. I think relationship will probably be your biggest hurdle at this point. So I have the Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm just reading the energy here, folks. Hold on. Yeah, you are kind of upset at yourself. I feel like you could have taken things a different route. You could be upset at yourself for a reason. You know more than me. I feel like this, you know, I think your career will be fine. Money making wise, you'll be fine. But your relationship, and I could be wrong. It could, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe your relationship will be fine, and it's, you know, your career and your job and your entrepreneurship or whatever it is that you're trying to conquer. So you take it as it resonate, but I'll read the cards, okay? So this is the Seven of Pentacles, and I'll read the Oracle message just so you can look at this cow. It's just like I feel like this is you. Sorry about the glare. It's always that damn glare. I just want you to take a look at this cow. Like, come on, Aries, we ain't got all day. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is planting a seed, you know? Just planting that seed so that you can see it flourish, you know? And this could be your career or your relationship. It says, the planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Matinee. It says, focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress. Because your trust and faith are at a low point right now, it's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. Wow, Aries. You know, when I don't know if I said this, but I'm pretty sure I did in the beginning. When I started meditating on you and shuffling the cards, I didn't sense happiness. I sensed other feelings. I did sense all other feelings. I just didn't sense happiness. But with the Judgment card here, folks, you are going, let me tell you something. The fact that I saw the Judgment card 4 times, I don't know if your life has changed in the past year or will change or has recently changed. But you have to listen to your intuition, because there is this little voice in everyone's head that says, do this instead of this. Just be quiet, meditate, meditate. Drown the noise in your head. Drown the fucking noise out of your fucking head, Aries. And meditate. And you will find the answer. Because no matter what, be prepared. Your life is going to change, whether you like it or not. Love you, Aries. All right. See you next time.